Ready to get started?
Is everything cool? Check, check.
Well, let me double check, man. You got me freaking out.
Well, it's because last time.
Yeah, last time we started and like 5 minutes in, I'm like, oh, we're not even recording. What are we doing?
He was like, yo, dude.
Well, what? Each one of these is what, like an hour-ish?
Like an
something
hour
like that.
Just
it's
depends.
like the average.
It might go a little bit longer, but on average, yeah. So you said you wanted to do shots, so we got to get up for you, bro.
Let's get it.
We're going to have shots chasing with White Claw.
No chaser.
Yep,
That's
that's
the logic.
exactly right.
He said no. All right, no chaser. So if you chase, then you know.
No, fuck that, man.
Nah.
Are we good?
We're having.
Are we good to cuss on here?
Yeah. You're good.
Dude, we only got like 100 views on each one, so who cares?
Well, I know the subscribers are going up, right?
No, that's right. No, actually, I'm actually.
I respect the respect.
No, I'm actually
Being, like,
just kidding
family
because
coming
we have had a lot of support, dude. It's been pretty crazy.
Yeah.
What are your subscribers at right now?
We're like 120 on YouTube.
120. Wow.
And then
It's not bad for a
That's not bad
podcast,
at all,
you know.
bro.
dude, it's kind of I feel like it's hard to get people to watch a podcast, you know.
Yeah.
And so I think those numbers are actually pretty good.
I feel like it's hard to get anybody to start doing anything when you're first starting out, you know.
True.
Because they're like, oh, another person starting a podcast.
Right.
Like,
Yeah, that's kind of how we feel. Like we've seen. I mean, there's a lot of people who have them, which is cool because everybody's got their own little podcast idea and stuff.
Yeah.
But the fact that there's so many, but people still tune in is dope. That's always cool.
right.
Man, but first of all, who are we doing shots with, man?
Oh, this is our boy right here, Mr. I don't know how to pronounce his last name, bro.
My last name's Lequerica, but I go by my producer name's Leque.
Leque?
Yeah,
Leque.
my mom
Okay.
made it up a long
So
time
Reed
ago.
There you go.
Leque.
There you go.
Because Lequerica sounds a little complicated.
Yeah.
It's a
I'm
very
not even gonna
unique
try.
last name,
Nobody
but I
can
can't
get that
pronounce
right.
it.
I bet.
Anytime.
But
Yeah.
welcome to the podcast, man.
Yep.
I
Thank you for
appreciate
coming.
Cheers. Of course, good to have you in. Cheers, boys.
Cheers.
Yeah, that's a big one too.
Yeah, Reed didn't hold back on pouring up on those. He's like, all right, I'm ready now.
Never.
I should have had you because he barely pours like whenever we do shots.
I
and
do
he
half
pours
the
it.
cup. I do half the cup. And I'm like, come on, man.
Oh man.
Ooh, damn, we haven't had that tequila in a while. Did we have shots last show?
No.
No, huh?
I remember.
Oh, because McKenna was like, nah.
I think it was chefs. I think it was chefs.
Yeah,
you
we've
guys
done it
were
with
like,
a few people.
You want a shot before? And I'm like, oh man.
Yeah, I mean, Chef was our first guest, so he was the first one to do the shot.
And that's
stuff.
a dope first guess, because chef is chef.
Yeah,
Dude.
it's Chef.
So we're like,
Exactly.
this is a no-brainer, you know.
Yeah.
But welcome everybody to episode number 15,
15.
Crazy.
which is wild.
Episodes.
That's our
15 episodes, and for this one, we have Leque.
Leque.
There you go. And so you want to start off by telling us a little bit of what you do, why you're here, you know. So what is
I'm a music producer. I've been producing for about 3.5 years now. But I kind of just started taking it like super serious this year.
right?
You know, the last couple years I was just getting into it. You know, just making beats, just sitting at home, not doing anything with them. But now it's like
Actually trying to make it happen.
Yeah.
Nice.
Because I don't know, I've always been like, you know, I don't want to work a 9 to 5. You know, nobody does.
Yeah.
Right.
So yeah, I'm like, I want to do my own thing and be my own boss. So yeah.
How long ago did you start making like music and beats?
Like probably like 4 years ago,
4 years ago.
and they were horrible.
Was it really?
Sucked. Yeah.
I mean, it's
even
like that
now
with everything. You
Yeah,
know?
even now I'm like, oh man, like my stuff's not that good. But yeah, I mean, when I first started, horrible.
I mean, it's the same for
Horrible.
us. Look at old pictures from 4 years
look
ago.
back.
And you're
Yeah,
like, trash.
exactly, same thing.
Yeah.
It's the same thing. I think anytime you do anything creative, dude, the first year is rough. Like when you look back at it, you're just like, man, I used to suck.
Yeah, but it's so cool to be able to look back and be like,
Yeah.
wow.
Yeah,
like,
see
I've
your
grown
progress.
that much. Yeah.
Mhm. No, it's definitely
crazy.
cool.
Did you grow up playing like instruments? or guitar?
No, actually.
Was it just something that just kind of came
how
out of
did the
nowhere?
like interest in making music?
I
come
mean, I played like trumpet in 5th grade, and the whole band thing like wasn't for me. But I mean, everybody loves music, right? Everybody listens to music every day. I took piano lessons. Didn't like that either.
No?
I quit that when I was little.
Really? Oh, that's
yeah.
interesting though.
And then I always want to learn guitar. Still haven't learned how to play guitar.
Really? You don't know how to play?
Yeah. But
wow.
when I was playing hockey, one of my teammates, he's a goalie, and we'd go back in the hotel rooms after games, and he'd be on his computer on Fruity Loops making like EDM music. And I was like super interested, like, this is crazy. Like, how do you do it? And so I wouldn't say he got me into it, but he definitely was like an inspiration, I guess. So he made me pick it up, and I downloaded like the free version, like I cracked it, and ever since then.
So that's where you first got your interest in like making some sort of music?
Yeah.
Or at least it caught your attention,
Yeah,
right?
yeah. And I've always been, you know, like a rap, hip hop, R&B, like trap kind of guy, and I've always just kind of understood like the bounce in music and like how the drums work and everything. So yeah, I picked it up from there.
Is that kind of like the style that you try to do now? Like,
yeah.
you're
I mean, I
inspired
can
by?
really do anything, I guess, but mostly like trap, R&B, hip hop.
I mean, when I listen
Right.
to it on your stories, it's just very vibey, like
Yeah.
hip hoppy type
Yeah,
music,
yeah.
which is tight because I mean, I like that stuff a lot.
Just have
So-
the drums hit, the bass hit, and that
Yeah.
carries it pretty much.
Do you find that you often get like creative blocks with music that you're like, oh,
Yeah,
can't even put
sometimes.
something together?
So producers, it's called beat block. Producers know what that is. So yeah, sometimes, because I try to make music every single day.
Uh-huh.
So sometimes I'll open up my computer and I'm like I'm just not inspired like at all. Like nothing's clicking in my head. I'm just like not there. But I mean, there's ways to push through it. You know, I try to use like different drum sounds or different sounds, and then it turns out like crazy. And I'm like, okay, well, I'm glad I stuck with it today.
That's really funny because I grew up playing like the guitar and stuff, so I actually know how to play the guitar and stuff. But there was a time where I was kind of like trying to get into making beats and stuff, and I'm like, this is fucking hard, bro. Like, I don't even.
It is really hard.
I don't even know where to
It's
start.
hard
You
just
know.
'cause you have to stay consistent. I mean, same with photography, right?
Yeah.
I can't make a beat one day and then take 2 weeks off, make another, you know?
You
It's
have
gotta
to really
be-
like
yeah.
work at it, because I feel like people have this misconception that it's easy. I don't know why. I don't know if you feel that from people.
I mean, it's the same thing, I guess, with photography, because people
Right.
will be like, oh, all they do is push a button. And
Yeah.
it's like, there's so much fucking more
Yeah,
than it.
and ever since I tried to, put some beats together, I wasn't using like
just messing around.
yeah, just messing around like
Yeah.
GarageBand and stuff.
Yeah,
but
GarageBand is good.
but I'm like, this is hard. Like, this is not for me, So I just kind of just quit. But it's interesting that you didn't grow up playing like instruments or anything like that.
Yeah.
And I did, but I wasn't able to do it.
I mean, I definitely eventually want to learn, how to play chords and stuff, and eventually pick up a guitar and kind of follow through with it. But
Now, where do you post like your songs? Like, I just recently started following you and stuff. So where is the place that you post all your stuff?
so most of my stuff right now is on SoundCloud, of
Right.
course. I have almost over 800 beats on there right now.
Oh,
nice.
Jesus, that many?
Dude, what
Damn.
the
And then I just started YouTube probably like last July or June.
Uh-huh.
And I mean, I just need to promote more because I mean, it's growing just because I'm uploading consistently. But once I start promoting,
Yeah, I feel like
promoting-
I mean, I've been following you for a while on like Instagram
Yeah.
and Twitter, so I see it when it pops up. But I
Yeah.
think for people barely getting into or finding out who you are, I think it would help to just like put it out there a little
yeah.
more.
Well, and then I have 2 Instagrams. So I have my personal
you do?
one, and then I have a producer one.
Oh,
But spoiler, I bought followers for my producer one.
Oh, no
Some
way.
followers, but yeah, I need to just grow it more and be more interactive because I feel like you get a lot better fan base that way.
Uh-huh.
yeah. I mean, maybe just share it on your personal one too, and
Yeah,
promote it.
yeah.
that
I'm gonna
way.
start doing both.
Yeah, I mean, social media, man, it's really good
It's
nowadays
huge,
for
huge.
everything. Yeah,
But I feel like it's so easy to grow and get new fans and
it's just everyone has
mean,
it. You know,
Yeah, it's-
like who doesn't have Instagram, Twitter,
Even
Facebook
little kids
nowadays?
nowadays, you know, they're getting, you know,
Yeah,
8-year-old
dude, my
kids
little
getting
brother
iPhones
has had an
and stuff.
Instagram since he was like 12. And I
Yeah,
was like,
yeah.
what is that?
Yeah.
Like, what are you doing? I didn't have an Instagram till like 6 years ago or something.
Yeah,
you
it's
know,
crazy.
I wouldn't say it's easy, but it's just a tool that it's right there in front of you.
Yeah,
I mean,
I
you
use it every
gotta.
day.
It's like with any tool, you gotta know how to use it.
Mm-hmm.
Like it's there, but if you take advantage of the tool and you know how to use it, you can make it work. But some people, you know, everyone has access to the internet nowadays. At least mostly everyone. So
And
it's like, what are you
everywhere.
gonna do with your internet? Like, are you gonna use it for a good cause or just to go look at cat videos or something?
Yeah,
I don't know what
guess,
people do.
I guess with you guys, it's like your main platform's Instagram, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's hard being a music guy because I'll have a fan base on Instagram that I have to redirect them towards SoundCloud or
SoundCloud,
YouTube.
yeah.
And, you know, I guess people from around here or whatever, you know, if you say, you know, you're a SoundCloud producer, SoundCloud rapper, they're like, oh, SoundCloud.
Yeah,
I'm a SoundCloud
there's
guy.
that stigma of like, oh, he's a SoundCloud artist,
Yeah,
but
I've
it's
seen those
like a
memes
lot of
going
a
around.
lot of big artists started out
There's
there.
a lot of good people on
Which is kind
SoundCloud
of
still.
dumb. That's fucking dumb.
Yeah, it is really stupid.
It's just because it's independent and, you know, they don't have to go through all the other
I like a lot
stuff.
of like rappers or just any artist started on SoundCloud, and I mean, look at Post Malone.
Yeah, exactly.
Post Malone was a
Is that where he
SoundCloud
started,
like
you know?
rapper. Yeah.
Is that
He,
what
one of his
Yeah,
one of
he-
his songs, White Iverson, when he posted it on SoundCloud,
small.
it was small, and I think Mac Miller and like Wiz Khalifa and a few other big artists listened to it, and they were like, "Yo, this song is like dope." So they started sharing it, and then all of a sudden, everybody loved that song.
Yeah.
And they were like, "Who the hell is this Post Malone dude?" So then he made the video, and obviously, like, he just blew up, and look at him now.
Mm-hmm. Well,
And-
even Lil Nas X,
Yeah,
so like
he
Old
was-
Town Road.
Mm-hmm.
There's tons of stories if you look it up. He bought the beat off YouTube, off
Mm-hmm.
Keo for $20,
Wow.
and now that song is diamond.
Oh,
Yeah,
wow.
it's crazy.
So,
that's crazy.
and he said that he dropped it in like July or something. You know, for that month, didn't really go anywhere. Nothing happened. The next month started getting a little bit more momentum, and then after like 2 or 3 months, it just blew up.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
So like it was like nothing when he first dropped it. Like
It's just
No-
one of
no one
those
would
things
ever
where
know.
like you can't, you know, clown on a platform like that because there's examples of probably your favorite artist was on SoundCloud. when
I
you
saw this
started,
one
you know?
quote. I can't remember exactly what it was, but it was like, "You're only one song away from going viral." You know.
I mean, yeah, dude. That's
all it
that's very
takes.
true.
yeah, I mean, what yesterday, 2 days ago? Yeah, I have one of my buddies I make music with, Arson. Shout out to Arson. He lives in LA. He's an engineer, but he has a ton of connections and stuff. He hit me up and he's like, "Hey, one of my friends, he's a producer for Nicki Minaj, and he needs producers to send him beats. Like, can you send him a pack of 5 like hard melodic beats?" And I'm like,
Yeah.
"For Nicki Minaj? Yeah."
Like, are you kidding me?
Yeah, dude.
But I mean, the odds are, I mean, slim. But I mean, still, it's like
You gotta take the chance, man.
Yeah,
I mean, the worst that can happen is it doesn't take off like that. But
yeah.
why not? You know, I mean, like I said, like you mentioned, I'm big on like hip hop and everything too. So I've always kept up with a lot of
Yeah,
like
yeah.
old school like hip hop artists, and you know, there's like Eminem's story of like he had a few little songs
Yeah.
that one day somebody was out selling in like CDs, and it happened that a very big producer
Uh-huh.
in Detroit was like, "Yo, this is dope." So then that got him introduced to like Dr. Dre,
Yep.
and then it's like it happens. You
There's
know
a
what I
lot
mean?
of
There's
a
so
lot of
many
people don't know.
examples of
Yeah,
it.
a lot of little things like that happen. Even with like Travis Scott, like he flew down to LA with nothing, got in touch with Ti, and then like the next week Kanye texted him, and
Wow.
then boom.
And then boom.
Yeah, it's
and then
like,
look at him now.
yeah, it's like
Yeah, you're just one simple connection or one simple
Yep.
beat or song away from like taking off.
Exactly.
So I've
Like when
always
I-
seen it as
when-
like, don't let people try to like put you down because you're on that kind of platform.
Yeah.
Like I
I
have
mean,
friends who do rap and stuff.
You're
and
only one connection away.
There's
Like,
always
when
gonna
I
be
met this
people,
guy.
though.
When I met this guy, man, that was when like I started getting busy and stuff. Cause you know,
well, even
Go
when I
right here,
first,
so it's
even
like,
when I first met
I better
him,
become friends with this sucker.
oh my
you know?
god.
well, even when I first met Nando at that first photo shoot that we did at Emerald or whatever.
Oh yeah, days
Davey,
ago.
Kyle, Chef, Luke, like everybody was there. Like I'm not saying you were below them, but like
I was definitely starting
you
out.
weren't where you are today.
No, by far I wasn't.
No.
I mean, I was maybe like 6 months into photography at that point,
yeah.
dude.
I mean,
like,
to see now, it's like
like
it's just
those were the
crazy.
guys that I was like looking up to at the time of
Yeah.
like I want to be where they're at. Like
Yeah.
they're full-time photographers and they just take pictures. Are you dapping me up? Thank you. My hair does this weird thing back here. See, I got a haircut and everything, and it still doesn't help.
I don't want to complain afterwards.
No, it's all good. No, I appreciate the dap up. No, but like, yeah, man, it's just that's how it goes. You know, like you start somewhere, and
everybody has to start somewhere. Yeah. Even when I first started, yeah, like I would ask Kyle for advice. I'm like, bro, like, you know, how do I like get more connections through social media and stuff? And he's like, well, man, like you have to start somewhere. And I'm like, you're right. Like you have to start somewhere. You're gonna start at the bottom. You're gonna start with nothing.
Like you can't expect your page or what you're doing to blow up overnight.
Yeah, only the luckiest of luckiest people, that's what happens. But I mean, you have to have like
others,
crazy
it takes
raw
them
talent.
like years.
And people notice that. People know, like if you're constantly putting work out, people are gonna be like, hey, this guy's fucking killing it. You know?
See, I'm sure you like know all the memes about like Russ, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, you know how everyone like clowns on him for the way that he is,
but he doesn't care.
People don't like him, huh?
But that dude was like, I'll give him one thing, hits. He was consistent. Like dude was dropping a song on SoundCloud like every single day.
And he's producing it himself.
Yeah, like so him? It's like,
do you like Russ?
I like Russ.
Yeah. I think he's like, I'm not the biggest fan of his music.
Either
you know what I mean? Like I'm like he's okay. He has a few cool songs, but one thing I do like notice is that he was like mega consistent. Yeah, like when he says I was dropping a song every day, like that's true. Like that's a fact.
It's not like he doesn't deserve where he's at. Like
no, I mean if you were putting in that work for what he said, what 5-6 years?
Yeah, and he's selling out arenas and stuff, going platinum.
Yeah, like, now it's like okay, you grinded it out 6-7 years.
You have the accolades to show that you're worthy. Like
yeah, it's not like he just dropped one song and went viral. It was like, dude, this was leading up in like 6-7 years.
So what are some of the things that you're doing like locally? Are you doing any shows anywhere?
So this is the hard thing.
I mean, Rona's kind of a thing too.
With music right now, yeah, there's really no shows or anything.
Were you doing shows before that?
I went to 2 shows. They weren't mine. They were my friends that are artists that I had songs that they played during their sets and stuff. But yeah, now with Rona and everything, like it's tough. And you know, the music scene out here is not the biggest. You know,
yeah, it's not.
So it's hard, it's tough for sure, but yeah, when Rona's over and they start opening stuff back up, I want to get in and
yeah. So everything you do right now is like online, just on SoundCloud and stuff. That's cool, man. It's hard to find. I make videos too. It's hard to find music too, you know.
Like vlogs
for like just like copyright free music. You know?
Yeah, hit me up.
Do people? I was gonna ask you, like, do people hit you up and be like, hey, can you make a beat for me?
Dude, honestly, now that you mention that and you mentioned copyright, when I stream on Twitch, I can't play certain songs.
I watched it yesterday, by the way.
Oh, did you?
Did.
Yeah, you can't.
The Twitch.
It's Twitch.
Oh, okay.
My little Smash Bros. Twitch stream.
I haven't watched it, honestly.
I don't even understand that game.
No, but the other day, I think I was playing like Pumped Up Kicks by Foster the People.
Yeah.
And the 3 minutes where the song played got copyrighted, so you can see the gameplay, but you can't hear it. Because Twitch is
so
like...
is that what Twitch does?
They don't...
So what music
I think
can
if
you
you
play?
do it... I don't know.
Do you have to be an affiliate?
I don't know. No, actually, even if you're an affiliate, you can't.
No.
You just have to use songs that aren't very recognizable, maybe.
Oh, what?
Because
I mean, you
guess
were playing music yesterday, and I was like, oh.
Yeah, yesterday I was playing more songs that weren't like super known, like more like if you play songs from like the 90s or something, there's a high chance you won't get copyrighted.
Yeah, like old
but if
school
you
stuff.
play like very known music more modernly, I think Twitch does break down to it. Because I guess it's not Twitch that comes for you, it's the producers of the songs. Like they have people actively tracking people on Twitch.
Because if it was me and I heard my song getting streamed, I'd be like,
you'd be like, come on, bro.
I get paid for this.
But see, now that you mentioned that though, it's like, give me some music to play.
I'll give you some music.
I'll play all your SoundCloud shit on there.
I can give you some like lo-fi, just
chill.
See,
because
I was gonna say that's interesting.
That would be really cool.
So if that happens and somebody's like, hey, can you make some music for me? I'm making like this video.
Yeah.
Do you have rates for that? Or do you just be like, hey, here it is?
I mean, because there's a couple of my buddies that they make YouTube videos, and they're like, yo, can I put your stuff in the background? I'm like, yeah, of course. You know, unless you got 100,000 subscribers, you're not making money
from
YouTube videos. I'm not really too worried. But if I know somebody's asking for music and they're going to be making money off the video,
you need a cut too.
Yeah, then they'll have to buy an unlimited right to the beat.
Yeah, which is fair because a lot of the times when you watch YouTube videos, that's the highlight of it.
Yeah.
Like the music. You know?
What if it's for like business purposes? Like a business wants to have your music on there.
Then yeah, same thing.
You
They'll
would
have to
charge?
buy the unlimited. I mean, they could buy the unlimited, which is they buy the beat and then I get streaming revenue from them, 50-50 splits.
Gotcha.
That makes sense.
And some of them will be like, no, I want it 70-30 or whatever. And I'm like, no, 50-50.
I'm trying to lowball you.
Or I could just sell the exclusive rights. They can just buy the beat up front for my flat rate, and then it's theirs.
Right.
And then they just...
But I charge way extra for exclusive.
Oh, well, yeah.
Because it's like exclusive, so...
You want to obviously get the 50-50. That's like your aim, because if it
they're
really
big
takes
enough,
off,
then yeah. But like, yeah, if
it's something like a little smaller and you just want to get the cut for like the unlimited, then it's like take it, you know?
Now, what about this? I have subscriptions that, like, I don't know if you know, like Epidemic Sound and like other websites that offer...
Epidemic?
Yeah, Epidemic Sound. And then the other one I use is Artlist. So they have music, like copyright-free music. Have you ever looked into that? Like maybe...
No, I've never even heard of them.
Maybe you should, because
There
honestly, I pay like $200 a year just to be able to download copyright-free music.
So is that like you're downloading music for your videos?
Yeah.
Okay.
And it's
Wow.
they assure you that it's copyright-free. You can use it for business purposes or
Is it
for
good
YouTube.
music?
And that's the thing.
Okay.
Like, it's not always good, but you still have to pay, you know?
Yeah.
You have to really look through there and fucking...
It's like a huge library where you have to just, until you find something you like, you know?
I feel
But
like it's so annoying with YouTube, man, especially.
as a producer, though, for you, that'd be a good lane to go into because it's like you can make something cool and people might be like, oh, well, if I'm paying, but look, I get this. Like, this is tight. And I'm sure
So it's just a playlist, right? And then
it's just kind of like a big library.
A bunch of songs, like almost way too many, you know?
Yeah.
Because most of them are fucking horrible, you know what I mean? But maybe you should look into that too, you know?
Yeah.
I don't know
I've never even heard of it, so that's definitely...
Because it's like you could, I'm sure the app or the company pays their producer something, you know what I mean? Like maybe they pay you by how many people choose your song or anything like that. But it's a good way to just put something out there and then more people to see it. Like, when I was talking to you about Twitch, that's something you should look into too, because Twitch is super hard on that.
So yeah, I'm starting a Twitch. I was gonna start this week. But I think I'm gonna wait.
You're gonna open up one yourself, and you're gonna be actually playing on it.
Yeah,
I mean, no one can tell you anything if it's your own music.
I mean, all I need is I just need to get a cam, and then I downloaded OBS. I looked into all that stuff this week on YouTube, how to run it, because I had no idea. And then I'm gonna stream on Twitch just when I'm making music during the day, and then at nighttime when I'm playing games, I might as well
dude,
go to
it's
Twitch
fun.
too.
Honestly, like I'd never made my Twitch to try to like make money off of it or anything, because I literally just play one game.
Just for fun.
Like until I get like a really good PC setup, then maybe I'd play other games for fun.
Yeah.
But right now, like the setup I have lets me play Smash Brothers like very well.
Yeah.
And I just have fun playing it. So I'm like, I just wanted to play this game. And there's people who have subbed to me before, like gifted subs.
Wow.
Which is tight. And I'm like, wow, like, you know, right now I think I'm at like 23 subs.
Have you earned money from it?
Yeah, I get my first check in a few weeks.
How much?
I don't know. I mean, I
don't know. I mean, what a gifted sub is. I don't know
the way Twitch
numbers,
works is like a subscribe. Like if you went to subscribe to me, it would cost you $5, right? And since I'm not an affiliate, when you get an affiliate, it means you get way more of the cut. I think you get like 70%.
Yeah,
what the
if you're an affiliate, yeah.
But those $5 go to Twitch?
No. So let's say you sub to me for $5, but I'm only partnered like I am right now. Because to be an affiliate, you have to average like 70+ viewers, and you have to be like a big streamer, right? But you can get partnered if you have a certain amount of views and you do all these things, which I did like 2 months ago or something. So I get half of what the subs. So I get $2.50, and $2.50 goes to Twitch. But now there's different memberships. Like, you know, you can do a tier 1, tier 2, tier 3.
Okay.
Which is a tier 1 sub is $5, a tier 2 sub is like $12.50, and then a tier 3 is $25.
Oh wow!
So obviously, if someone tiered 3s to you, you're making like $12 or something from that sub,
which will add up.
How many views are you getting per stream?
Like I average like 10 to 20. Sometimes I've gotten more. Like sometimes I randomly had like 35, and I'm like, what
wow, bro. Well, last night when I was watching it, you had 5 viewers, and I'm like, Well, geez, most of the guys I play COD with and stuff, and like even on the other team, like they put TTV in their name. You look them up, they only have like one viewer.
Yeah, I mean, like mine, because I put on my thing like, hey, live at twitch.tv. So with Smash Bros, like people see that and they're like, oh crap, like most Smash players have a Twitch, so they're like, oh, I want to go look this guy up, and then that way they come on my arena and they talk to me, so that if there's 5 people in there, those are my 5 viewers. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then when I share it on like Twitter and Instagram, some people will hop in. Like I've seen Chef hop in and he's like, yo, you know, and just come say hi or something, and the viewer count changes. But I've had people, you know, that give me like their Prime sub. Like I don't know if you know what
Twitch
that
Prime.
is. Yeah, the Twitch Prime. So basically, if you have an Amazon
that's
Prime,
crazy.
yeah,
and you only get one of those, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
So if you
one
have,
per account.
Yeah, like if you have an Amazon Prime, you can subscribe to someone basically for free, but they still
give you the money.
And then it just renews every single month, but you don't do anything.
It's almost like a trap, huh?
So you've had
yeah. So
wow.
these like I have like 16 or 17 Prime Twitch subs.
That's actually crazy.
Just
for playing Smash Bros.
People don't really have to pay.
Yeah, they just forget. They're like, whatever. I subscribe to you with
I
like
have a Prime account. Maybe I'll
do it.
Yeah, I think I do too.
Come sub, dude. Come sub. Like yesterday, I had a guy from the local Smash scene here. Me and him were playing on stream for a little bit.
Yeah.
And he subscribed, like him personally, and then he gifted me a sub, so that put me up to 23. I was like, oh, dude, thanks.
Okay.
Like, hell yeah, that's tight. You know what I mean? So, I mean, well, I guess it would be 5 from the 2. But if you have, like, a certain amount of subs every single month, that's how much you get monthly. But then the way I make money sometimes is I money match people on stream. So then they have to PayPal you or Venmo you.
So what is that?
Something. So it's like, I mean, what do you play? COD, right? Like with a Kyle
mostly,
and stuff? So let's just say you go hop in a game with, that's like a 4v4.
Yeah.
And you do like first team to win 5 games makes $50.
So it's like a bet, pretty much.
Yeah, like a bet.
Okay.
So in Smash we call them money matches. So it's like you can do like a first to 3, first to 5, first to 10.
And you just put money down?
You just basically say, hey, the first person to win 5 games makes $20. And you kind of just agree on it. And the way sometimes people come on my stream and they're like, you trying to money match? And I'm like, sure, like how much? And they'll be like $5, $10.
And you just wreck them.
And if I beat them, I'm like, all right, you owe me $20. And then usually they find me on my Twitter because I have it on my Twitch. Like I have like a Smash Bros Twitter. So then they'll go message me there and they're like, what's your Venmo or your PayPal? And then they just pay up. Like I haven't had anyone who doesn't pay.
Nobody hasn't? Nobody's been like, no,
which
I'm not
is really
doing
cool.
it.
Yeah, and then sometimes people donate. Like now that I open up donations, like I've had people who follow me on Instagram, like some clients that I've done shoots with, the guy has a Twitch because he likes watching gaming videos and he'll come on and donate like $10.
That's crazy.
I'm like, dude,
that's
thanks.
crazy.
Get on
and they'll get on
I need to.
Yeah, they'll get on the chat and be like, hey, it's so and so from this shoot. Like, I didn't know that you Twitch streamed and everything, because they'll see it on my story on Instagram. They're like, oh, what? He streams on Twitch.
Yeah, well,
so
I mean, nowadays the producer community is growing a lot. Like online right now, obviously because of COVID and stuff.
Right.
So a lot of them, a lot of the big guys like Nick Mira, Timbaland, like all these people are streaming on Twitch. So it's kind of like the wave right now for producers.
Streaming
just because everything's
like huge nowadays.
Yeah,
like,
it is.
Look at Logic. He retired from music and he streams every single day.
Did he for real?
Yeah, he does.
No way.
He dropped that last album and he was like, I'm done making albums.
Which
and
is
now
weird,
he has
but
like Twitch partnership. He has
He'll
like
come back.
sponsors.
No,
that
actually, I think Twitch signed him to like a multi-million-dollar deal.
Yeah,
so he's chilling.
It was crazy.
I mean, it's Logic, so
yeah, I mean, he's already had money as it is, but it's one of those things where like even big art, like even did you see the wave, like what was it, 2 years or a year ago, where a lot of celebrities were making YouTubes to vlog?
Yeah.
And they were just getting like millions of views because they're celebrities. It's like Will Smith had a YouTube, Jack Black had a YouTube.
Man, is just...
Have you ever thought about that?
Well, I have a YouTube.
But not like vlog style? Is that not you?
I mean, I think me and Kyle, we talked about it, days ago when we were messing around or fucking around, like going to take pictures and stuff. I think we should have started it just because we're funny and
it's something
it'd be cool to watch, but
I feel like
we never started it.
Like if I'm just a regular guy and I go on there, I'd rather watch like the actual producer and then they kind of guide me through the process. That'd be kind of interesting.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's what I kind of want to do, which, I'm not expecting all these people to come watch me. I'm probably going to have no viewers or one viewer, but I mean, eventually we'll grow.
I mean, it takes time.
Yeah.
I mean,
it'll take some
and then
time.
who cares,
Yeah.
Like, it's honestly just for fun.
Well, I've been hopping on Instagram Live. I know you popped in the other night. Yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
And then you kind of just play.
Yeah, and I just
Then I
mess
think
around.
though, like, it's cool to do Instagram Live, but Twitch will give you more benefits.
Yeah.
Because if
Oh,
people
yeah,
really
100%.
like even just your friends who are like, I want to support Reed, they'll go sub to you just cause.
Yeah.
Like, I'll drop my Prime sub on you, dude. I haven't used it on anyone.
That'd be sick. That'd be
I don't
sick.
have it on any streamer. Go make a Twitch. I'll drop my Prime sub. I'll
Yeah.
make my stepdad drop his Prime sub on him. Like
Everyone,
anybody
dude.
who
Well,
has it.
I don't know. I've wanted to start like a Twitch or like start going live a lot more. Like a year ago, I wanted to do this, and I was always just like, like I'm nervous. Like I don't think I'm ready. Like I don't think I'm good enough yet. Blah blah blah. But now it's like I'm going for it, and I know where I'm at. So
Do you also have a bunch of friends that make music too?
it was actually crazy because none of my like close friends make music, but well, I shouldn't say close friends because a lot of my close friends do make music. But I mean, I guess like a lot of my friends that I grew up with and stuff, they don't do music or anything, so it's hard. But I've met a lot of people out here that
Just
Well,
for
who's
that.
who's your like main inner circle? Like Kyle, Mike.
yeah,
all
like
those
Kyle,
guys?
Mike, all them, Ryan Riggle. He makes music, but yeah, mostly Kyle. I mean, I've known Kyle since I was 2 years
Yeah,
old.
I'm like, Kyle's photographer. Mike, what, isn't he like a?
He's a cop now.
Cop
Yeah.
now, right? That's what.
Yeah.
Yeah, I thought. Yeah.
He's going
he just
crazy.
works out. Dude's ripped.
Yeah, Big Mike.
And Kyle is.
Kyle Papke.
Oh, okay,
You know
yeah,
Kyle.
dude. Oh my god.
Yeah,
He's
man.
fucking sick.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Kyle Papke. Yeah.
He's doing his own thing.
Yeah, you guys been friends since like childhood, right?
Yeah, since we were 2 years old.
That's crazy.
He was like my first friend.
Damn.
So it's
My
crazy
first
because I've been with him this whole ride ever since the first camera he picked up, man. And we used to take pictures in his backyard, just doing like light trails and like steel wool.
I
and
remember
shit.
those, yeah.
And
Now, when did you two meet?
I met him like a
at a
while
photo
back.
meetup.
Oh, a photo
It was
meetup?
either Donna or Emerald. I think it was Emerald.
It was Emerald.
There was a lot of people at
There
that
was.
So
one.
you go to those, but you don't take pictures yourself?
No, no,
Really?
yeah, no.
I mean, that
Just gotta
time you
hang
went
out.
with Kyle just to kind of hang, right?
Well, yeah, like me and Kyle, when I was in middle and high school, we in the weekends he would come over and we would sneak out of my mom's house, take her car, and go find new photo spots and just mess around. But
I mean, I don't know
That's
if you know,
funny.
but Kyle's like pretty young. I mean, what is he?
Is he?
Like
He's 21.
21
How old are
now?
you?
I'm 22. I just turned 22.
22.
Yeah, because a lot of people think Kyle's a lot older, but I'm like, no, he's little, dude.
Yeah, he's 21.
21 now. So, because me and him started around the same time, so I think he might have been like 16 or 15.
I think he started a while before you, actually.
Did he?
Yeah, he.
Because I remember when I met him, he told
Maybe
me
not.
he had just gotten into it too. And I've been doing it for 5 years now. So
Did
I'm
you
pretty
take
sure,
photography
like,
classes in high school?
no.
No, you
I
didn't.
just
Yeah,
bought
same
a
with
camera
Kyle,
down
yeah.
the line.
Yeah.
Because I met you at the Emerald one, but I
Uh-huh.
met Kyle at the Reno one.
Okay. Yeah.
And
Yeah.
I don't know.
At Barrage.
Yeah.
Was the Barrage. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know if you went to that one,
No.
but I remember seeing him there, and we had like almost the same setup. Like he had like the little nifty 50 lens.
Yeah, he
and-
was pumped. I remember he was talking about that for a long time. He's like, "Oh, I'm going to this like my first like photo
Yeah,
meetup
and
with
that
a
was,
bunch
like,
of people."
days ago, dude. Like
Yeah,
I
that was a
hadn't
long
even
time
been
ago.
shooting like 6 months when that happened.
He probably still had his short hair.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah.
So I met him
So is he
there.
rocking like the long hair now too?
Yeah. the
Well,
big curly
are you
hair.
guys all
Ever since I
right?
played hockey, I was like, I don't know. The hockey thing was like, you gotta, the hair's
Have
gotta
long
come
hair.
out of the helmet and all
like,
that.
how long is it? Like,
It's pretty long. Like,
oh, there you go.
I don't know.
Look at
I
him.
mean, Reed's always.
I
had
need to
long
cut
hair,
it,
so I
but-
met
Are
him.
you gonna just let it grow?
it just gets frizzy and weird, but
He's like, I'm rocking the long hair, dude.
That's funny, man.
No, but yeah, I mean, that's where I met Reed, was at Emerald Bay one. And then like another times when like Kyle would come around, you know, you guys would usually be together and stuff.
Yeah,
so that's kind of how
'cause,
we,
I
like,
mean,
talked more.
I used to go on every single shoot with
There
this
with him,
kid,
yeah.
and then he grew himself and got to where he is now, and I respect it. I'm not asking, yo, can I come on every
Come
single
with
shoot?
24/7, yeah.
But yeah, he's doing good. He wants to, I think, eventually open up his own studio in Reno because he had one in Carson,
Oh, that's right. I remember that.
but Carson's Carson. Reno's market is.
Carson sucks, bro.
Damn.
But it's also way more expensive in Reno,
Yeah, it is.
and you want to find a good location and all this stuff.
Having a studio here would be cool, but the pricing is
And he doesn't really. I mean, he doesn't really do like indoor
stuff.
Yeah, but he's talked about it for a long time.
So that's kind of like what his goal. Is he still like really big on COD right now?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I play with him every night. I just played with him last night.
I'm like he's really in the COD thing right now.
We've all been talking about it, like all of us, all the people we play with. We're like, man, we should all just start streaming. And I'm like,
you should.
Like, we have nothing to lose. Like, we get on and play every night. We might as well just load up Twitch and just
content.
stream.
Like, I like streaming because I have a way of looking back at clips if I want to.
And we're funny. We're good.
Yeah, it's just like if you're good, you have a good personality.
Kyle's good.
Kyle's really good.
Kyle's crazy, but yeah, I mean, it would be good content.
I mean, yeah, it's just, and you never know. Like, what if you start getting more? It's just
exactly.
It's just one of those things where like people will come watch you if you're just enjoyable to watch.
Could, yeah, and then
like even if you're not that good at the game, they'll come just for how you are.
Just because you're funny, or
yeah. Like sometimes when I have a lot of people in my chat, I try to interact with the whole chat and like crack jokes, or if we're playing, like I'm not the kind of person that gets like really salty if I lose. Like I'll compliment people like, yo, that was kind of tight, and they'll go on the chat like, thanks, dude, like that's cool. And then they're like, let me follow you. And
what are the most viewers you've had at one time?
Oh, so once this big like it was so random, dude. It was just a random like Wednesday night I was streaming. I think I had like 4 viewers that night, and randomly I look and I have 176 viewers.
Oh my goodness!
And I was like,
wow,
whoa, what the hell? So I like stopped playing. And I'm like, and I checked,
that will turn your head.
Yeah, I checked and I got hosted by like a big Smash player from Southern California.
Wow.
Who I guess he was ending his stream. And I've seen this when I watch like
and they'll just go and look and
they'll go on your stream and they choose you and they host you, so all their viewers come to you. And I was just like super focused on my game. And I look down and I see the chat, like, the chat's like he's not paying attention. Yo, that Captain Falcon's hype. He's like, oh, dude, who is this? And then they're like talking. I'm like, wait a second, what the hell? And so I'm like, oh, dude, thank you for the host. Because he even typed in as soon as he hosts, like, check your chat. But I wasn't paying attention. So then after that, I had like 100 and something viewers for like 3 hours. Because everyone just stuck around.
That's
crazy,
because you never know what can happen.
Amount of followers, like right after that, almost all of them like ended up following me, which I was like, cool, I got more followers on there. And now a lot of those people who came from that stream watch me almost every single night that I play. Like,
so what's your follower count right now on Twitch?
Like 107.
That's good for Twitch.
Yeah, for 3 months, like that's not bad.
That's good. That's good.
So I'm trying to get it up. Like usually when people come in on the arena, they usually follow me, or I'll do like follower battles. So it's like if you're not a follower, you can't play in the arena.
Okay.
So people are like, well, let me follow you really quick so I can play you or something. Because everyone wants to go play on stream. Like even if they get bodied, they just want to.
They want to be on the stream. Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm like, all right, but
I felt kind of weird about the episode we did with Tony.
Why?
That one got like 600 views, 700 views.
Yeah, it was crazy.
But then I was thinking, man, like 700 people just watch me. Like I don't know. I felt kind of weird, man. Like,
it's a lot of people who watch this talk to Tony.
Have you guys heard about Google Ads?
Google Ads?
So you can run a Google ad on your YouTube. Like my buddy Kid Vika, who I make music with like the most right now. Shout out to Kid Vika. On not the last song he dropped, the song before that, he ran a Google ad on a song, and he got like 14,000 views in a week.
Oh wow,
that's cool.
So
it was kind of like the Instagram promotions.
Oh
yeah, kind of. That's what it is. So you run an ad on somebody else's video, so your ad will play like 10 seconds before their video, and then people will be like, "Oh wow, this sounds kind of good."
I mean, that's a good way of getting yourself out there.
Yeah, but a lot of music guys, they do Google Ads. So,
is that why, like, when you hop on YouTube, you get those little ads?
Well, yeah, and then, I'll even have people in my comments, like, those comments are like, yo, your shit's dope, like, come check me out. And I'm like, okay, I'll come check you out. And their stuff is, like, horrible. And I'm like, what? And then I see their subscribers, and they have, like, 40,000 subscribers. They're getting all these views, and I'm like, how in the hell are you getting this many? Like, what? And it's Google Ads.
Yeah.
It's Google Ads.
Google Ads is a hell of a tool right now.
Which is kind of... the real views,
Yeah.
People are watching those.
Yeah, and you can direct your audience too. So I can direct my audience for that ad for like just music people, or like people that make music. So
well, it's like on Instagram promotions, you can choose like the age
it's the same
gap
thing.
you want.
Yeah,
and
pretty
like,
much.
how far or something like that.
Well,
like,
even on Instagram,
you any?
I think I did it like once.
Yeah, you can do like, because I've ran a promotion on some of my beats on my producer account, and you can pick like hip hop or whatever. Like there's genres and stuff.
Okay.
So yeah, you can go on there and like pick.
I'm kind of curious. Would you mind like maybe playing a little bit of something?
Yeah, I mean, do we have a speaker or anything?
We can just kind of put it close to the mic.
I mean, yeah, it'll sound really
Sucks
good.
without a speaker.
Or if you like send it, I'll put it in the actual video. You know.
Okay.
That would actually.
Let me see. Let me see what I got here.
All right.
I'll play a good one,
man.
Plug yourself in.
Well, it's hard. It's hard without a speaker because you can't hear the bass off my phone, and I hate that. It's like my biggest pet peeve. Even like when I post it on my story, you can't hear the bass, and it's like not the same.
Right.
Because I have my friends come over. And I'm making music for them. And they're like, holy shit, like it sounds like this when you're making music. And I'm like, yeah.
Because you have speakers and everything.
And they're like, wow, bro, like this is loud.
Well, that's how it sounds when I go on like your IG live. I'm like, this is tight.
Does it sound? I don't know how it sounds.
It sounds pretty good on
whichever
IG.
one you play, send it to me, and then we'll put it on the actual video so people can turn up and just kind of listen to it.
So this is one of the beats I sit in the pack going to Nicki Minaj. It's probably not going to get played forever.
Let's see. We'll judge it.
If you play it with speakers and you hear the bass and everything, it sounds so much better, I promise you.
It's going to sound good. If you send me that
one. If I send you this one? Right here? This one's cool. Such a bigger difference when you're in person, especially because my whole life I've always like loud music, like it has to be loud, like I'm blowing speakers like growing up, like in my car or whatever. And yeah, I have buddies come over and stuff and they're like, this is loud. And I'm like, yeah, this is what it sounds like when I'm making music. And they're like this? And I'm like, yes. And they're like, it's such a difference.
So what do you have like as far as your setup and stuff right now? Like what do you do it with?
I know
my monitors. So my speakers are Yamaha HS7s, and I actually got those from my ex. But
are those the one with the yellow circle, like they're yellow and black?
No, those are Rockets.
Oh, okay.
So
the ones see those yellow and black ones.
The ones I have are black and white. You've seen these.
Okay.
You've 100% seen these.
Because my brother actually he play, like I said, he plays the guitar and stuff, and he makes like music too.
Okay.
And he has those. But
these ones.
Oh, I've seen those.
Yeah.
Those are cool.
I had the Rockets at first, and then those are more like kind of like the bass line, like starting out, kind of, I don't know, like camera wise, like what's like the bass.
Like a starter Canon.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, it's like that. These will give you more low end, so more bass, which I like. The Rockets wasn't real bass driven, which I don't like. So these, the sound quality is just crazy. And then for my laptop, I have a Razer. Man, I don't even remember the name of it.
So do you actually need like a really good computer to make music, or not really?
Kind of depends. I mean, all you need is the DAW, whatever you're using. So I mean, there's GarageBand, there's FL Studio, Ableton.
Which one do you use?
FL Studio, so Fruity Loops. There's Logic. Logic is basically an upgraded version of GarageBand, so it's all Mac stuff. But a lot of people record their vocals on Logic because FL is not good for vocals. I mean, you can still do it, but Logic I think is way better. But yeah, I mean, the first time I got FL, I illegally downloaded it because I was like, I was like, I just need it, like whatever. But now
he's putting himself on blast.
I know, man.
But now
it's gonna come after your ass.
Well, I mean, I watch videos of all these producers and like, yeah, like I still use the crack version I have or whatever. But yeah, this time I got my computer and I was like, I want to do it right, so I bought it. And then
how much was it? Like $300 or something?
I think like the baseline production edition is like 200 or 100. But then that doesn't come with all the plugins and stuff inside of the software. So
to get all that.
And there's an edition where you can buy, I don't know what it's called, but you can buy the full thing that comes with everything, but it's like crazy expensive.
Like an ultimate or something edition.
Now talk to us through the process of making a beat. Like, what do you start with?
So I work a lot with samples. A lot of people are gonna be like, "Oh, you only use samples," or like you don't make your own melodies.
But doesn't every producer do?
Yeah. Oh yeah. I mean, like even the top producer, Timbaland, Hit Boy, all the Murder on the Beat, like all these people. Every producer.
I've heard a lot
samples.
of rappers where they almost recycle the same beat, but they just add their or like the producer recycles the same beat, but then they do their own take on it.
Yeah. A lot of times you listen to a song and you're like, "Oh, I've listened to this before." Yeah. You know.
Well, melodies, if you don't really know music theory and chords and chord progressions, is tough. Me, because I've been doing it for 3 years now, I kind of get chord progressions just because I'm doing it every day. So I listen, like I know what the next note's gonna be. And if you don't know how to play piano or anything else, it's harder. And if you don't have the right plugins, it's a lot harder. Because if you have stock plugins and the stock sounds, it's just not going to sound as good as if you buy this $500 plugin that everybody else has with all these crazy sounds. But mostly for me, I have a ton of producers or sample makers that will send me samples, and I'll play them, and then I can already hear the beat playing in my head pretty much, and so I lay it down and I go from there.
Right. And just kind of like...
On average, how long do you spend on like one beat, I guess?
Man, one beat can take me 10 minutes, one beat can take me 30 minutes.
But, so it just depends?
Yeah.
Like you can just sit there and play around with it and stuff?
Yeah.
Gotcha.
That's cool, man.
I wanted to ask you about... Because you said you played hockey.
Yeah.
And not a lot of people play hockey.
Yeah.
So talk to us about how long you've been playing. You've been playing hockey for a long time, right?
Well, that's the other thing. Like, yeah, I grew up playing hockey. Nobody from around here really plays hockey, and now like,
you're
I'm
the
a
only
producer,
person I've ever met
and
that
there's
plays
not really
hockey.
a lot of producers. But yeah, I played hockey for about 12 years. I started playing roller hockey in Carson for 3 years, and then somebody from the ice hockey team came down, and his kids were playing. And they're like, "Yo, he's pretty good. He should come skate up on the ice." And I'm like, "Yeah, like that's what I want to do."
Yeah.
And then I went up and played in Tahoe. My first season was a good season. The next season was the first team ever in Tahoe to win a state championship. And then from there, I was kind of like, this is what I want to do, so I'm going to have to venture out. You know, I can't, because up there it's just like a B league. You know, it's not like super competitive. Then I played 2 years in Vacaville.
Okay.
So I was driving 3 to 4 times a week to Vacaville.
Oh, Jesus.
So I would get picked up from Damani, straight from school, do my homework in the car to Vacaville.
Is that where you went to high school?
Yeah, I went to Damani.
Oh, wow.
And then, so 2 seasons there, and then after that, me and my parents are like, that's too much. Like,
that's far, dude.
So many miles on their cars and stuff.
Yeah.
And then I played 1 year in Roseville, and in Roseville, we won the Silver Stick Tournament Championship in San Jose, which allowed us to go play in Toronto.
Oh, wow.
And we got smacked.
That's huge, dude.
Yeah, we got smacked, though. We played, I think, 4 games. We didn't win a single one.
Oh, well, it is Toronto, though.
Yeah. But it was people from all over, like teams from New York, like other places
like
in Canada.
Big league teams and stuff.
And then after that, I played 2 years of juniors in the WSHL up in Tahoe for the Tahoe Icemen. And then I was on track to go play at UNLV. It just didn't work out. But now that Reno just opened a rink.
Yeah, I was gonna ask you about that.
Yeah, I'm back playing there, just like beer league. So it's
nice,
like you pay $20 and you get to play.
Hockey's a hell of a sport.
Bro, do you even know how to ice skate?
No, I can't.
I suck, man.
That's why I respect hockey
I tried it
players,
once. I
can't.
fucking fell and busted my fucking mouth.
I can skateboard and snowboard, but I cannot ski, rollerblade, or ice skate to save my life.
That's like the conversation I had with all my friends in school and stuff, and they're like, "Oh, like hockey's easy, blah blah blah," and people are gonna probably come at me for this, but dude, you can throw a football, you can throw a baseball,
yeah,
you can shoot a basketball, but you take a baseball player, basketball player, football player, and put them on ice skates.
Yeah, fuck no.
They can't ice skate. No. Like it's just
it takes years, man. Dude, and especially
there's
like
still NHL players that. Yeah. I mean, each NHL team has a skating coach. Like, they're still working on edge work. They're still working on stuff.
It's like when you see professional hockey games and how fast they're skating on that damn ice.
Have you seen one in person?
No. Oh, yeah.
Have you?
Yeah, I did.
Where, Sharks?
No, the Arizona Coyotes, I believe.
Okay.
Yeah.
Coyotes?
I've been to a Coyotes game.
Yeah.
Coyotes?
I want to go to a Knights game.
I
was supposed to go to a Knights game like a little bit after they started their team. Yeah. Over in Vegas, but
that's why they're gonna be named Coyotes if they're playing hockey, bro. That doesn't make any sense.
You do not know the name of a lot of hockey? Coyotes, Sharks, Penguins.
I mean, so then you've seen it. Yeah, it's fast. You see it in person. It's a whole different thing, man. It's crazy. So crazy.
And then when you see people just like decking each other and like it's so dope. I love hockey like as a sport.
I don't know anything about
I really
hockey.
Appreciate it. No, hockey's dope, dude.
A lot of people from
I love hockey.
It's okay.
Did you ever get to like beat somebody up?
I was in a few fights.
I was gonna say hockey allows you to fight someone.
Oh, you lost them? What?
But I remember my first junior game because fighting it's not allowed, but you can fight, but you get a suspension, like you can't play the next game.
Okay.
So it's like pick if you want to do it or not.
Right.
Well, my first game we had two Australians. We had 2 Australians on my team, and we had kids from Russia on our team, kids from New Hampshire, Canada,
all
everywhere.
Over the place,
yeah, like it was crazy. There was 2 Australian kids, and we were playing like our opening game was the best team in the league. They won the championship like the last 3 years. And this kid dropped his gloves with this big Russian dude, and it was my first junior game, and he gets the shit beat out of him, and I'm like, oh my God. Like, it's like an eye-opener. I'm like, geez, like, that's crazy.
Yeah.
But yeah, it happens.
I mean,
because you're a big guy, I wouldn't want to fight you, man.
Because like
there's a lot of bigger guys like me.
Really?
There's people my height, but
like built, dude.
Oh, fuck that.
Yeah. When you see hockey players go at it on TV, just know that they're hitting each other. Like,
have you ever been in an actual fight?
Me?
Yeah, probably not.
I've been in like 3 fights.
Really?
Okay.
Like actual punches thrown and everything.
Yeah, in high school.
And you lost them, huh?
Yeah, dude, I got my ass handed to me. No, I lost 1 fight. I would say I won the other 2.
What would you fighting over?
The first one,
probably a girl.
No, I never fought for a girl. Hell no.
Are you sure?
Hell no, I never fought for a girl back then.
Don't lie, man.
The first fight,
Ashley's not gonna say anything. You can
I would fight for her if it came down to it. Let's just say that.
There you go. See, that's
but let's just say I never got into like you know in high school everybody fought over a girl.
Yeah.
Like it was like, oh, you're talking to my girl, dude.
Yeah.
Like high school, typical high school crap. So I went to Damani too for high school.
Didn't?
Yes, I did.
What year did you graduate?
12.
Okay, I was in 17, so way before me.
Yeah, no, we're like 5 years apart, bro.
This guy's old, man.
Seem that old.
No, yeah, 2012 was my graduating class.
So you were like one of the, because that school opened up in
2006.
2006, okay.
Mm-hmm. I was the first class was 2010. The first graduating class.
Yes.
So I was the 3rd class to graduate.
I didn't know you went to Damani.
Yeah, dude. All 4 years. All 4 years. The first the first fight I got into wasn't even here. It was in Mexico. I was down there one summer visiting family. After I moved to the States.
Because you were born in Mexico, right?
No, I lived in Mexico.
But you have like family and stuff back there?
Yeah, so like I was born in Los Angeles, grew up in Mexico as a kid, came up to the States when I was almost 9. But then every summer I would go back, you know what I mean? And one of the last summers when I went back, I think when I was like 15, one of my cousins was like about to get jumped over a girl. over, you know, two guys were mad that he was macking.
Don't
I mean, it
fuck
was
with
my
the
cousin's
Mexicans,
fault. If I'm
bro.
gonna be honest with you,
Don't fuck
Like-
with the Mexicans, bro.
like I'm gonna be honest with you, it was
man.
definitely my cousin's fault because he was,
We
you know,
stick together,
he was just kind of like being a little hoe with the girl. And the guy found out, and he pulled up with another dude, so I can't let my cousin get jumped. So I got in a fight with the other guy, and the guy that my cousin fought, I would say, kind of beat my cousin. Like, I don't like my cousin to get his ass handed to him.
Yeah.
But like he lost. Like he was a little more beat up than the other dude.
Yeah.
Me, I got a good couple punches in. He got a good couple punches on me, but it was kind of like whatever. Chill out. And then the next time I fought was, I think in high school, someone decided to say something about my dad they shouldn't have. And I lost my dad when I was a kid.
That would piss me off.
So that was like very personal.
Oh, yeah. Oh,
so
yeah.
that was one of the ones where I definitely kind of went ham on the dude.
Yeah.
And just didn't, you know, hold it back after that. Then the other one, I don't say if you...
You need that anger, man.
I don't know if the third one was like a fight. It was more of... I was at one of the Nevada fairs. Like, you know, like the state fairs.
Like what, in Carson?
No, like in the Lawler Event Center that they have. Like, you know how that, like the Nevada State Fairs?
I know the rodeo.
Well, it was kind of like the rodeo. You know what I
Okay,
mean?
yeah.
And there was a dude who was just kind of being a douche. Like, I think we were all in line to go to the bathroom, right? And there was just this guy who was being really loud, really obnoxious. Like, a dude like my age at the time. I might have been like 19 or 18.
Okay.
And he got out of the line for some time. So my group and I, it was me, two friends, and like two girls. We went up a little bit, and he came back all pissy, like, "Oh, you're cutting me in fucking line," blah blah blah. He pushes one of my friends, so I get mad.
So then it gets escalated.
And I just go after him, and then we kind of go at it a bit. Then security comes and is like, "You guys got to break that up," and that was it though. Like,
well, I remember fights in high school were always like a huge deal. Like whenever there was a fight that
people
day,
would circle around. Yeah.
It was always the chick fights too. Those were the good ones.
That was what happened with me. Like, I guess in the high school one is because it was just the minute dude said something, I didn't talk. Like, I just went after him. You know what I mean? It's when you're gonna say something like that, you kind of just snap out of it a little bit.
You
And
didn't
like,
even let him know, bro?
No, I didn't.
You shouldn't have to. You let him know in the fight.
Like, you know how in high school fights you'd be like, "What'd you say, bro?" Blah blah, and they talk. It's like
I've been in one fight.
You definitely got your ass beat.
I won. But
No,
let me tell you the story.
You're such a liar.
Bro, let me tell you the story.
Just kidding.
I've always been like a very quiet guy, you know, not trying to have any problems with anybody. But there was this guy that was like bullying me, you know, like straight up. He will drive by, look at me, you know, all tough.
Giving you the glare.
But I was just quiet, right? And so this one night, man, I don't know what.
You just got over it?
It was just like something clicked, man. And I'm like, all right, get out, motherfucker. I told him.
Get out of the car.
And he was huge. He was kind of like your height.
So he got
right?
out, and you're like, oh.
So he got out, and then he's like, I'm guessing he was probably thinking he's not gonna do anything. You know, I've been bullying this guy for like a year now, and he hasn't done anything.
Jesus.
So he's
Let this
walking
go on for a year?
Yeah. I have a lot of patience, so he's walking up towards me, and I didn't even let him know. Same thing. I just went for the punch. And then he threw me a couple punches after that, and then the second one fucking dropped him, dude.
Yeah, see, I
was mad. I'm telling you, you need to have that anger in you.
You do, dude.
Yeah.
I mean, like I said, the other two, like, I don't really consider them fights, but the main fight was the one where I just went after the dude, because I was just pissed, bro. And it's funny, I didn't even get in trouble. Like, you know, he got suspended because he initiated it.
Okay, yeah.
So I was like,
yeah, that's the way to do it.
Dope. But yeah, it was just one of those things where you blinked out. Because it's like, come on, bro. You can't get personal like that and expect somebody not to do something back, you know?
Yeah, man.
And it was one of those things where this guy had been bugging me for like a couple of months.
And he said something like that?
When he finally said that, I was like...
Even if I'm with a friend or something and somebody says something like that in that circumstance, I'm like, bro, you better shut the fuck up.
It's like, you can't say that, dude.
I feel like some people love
you ever
to
feel
fight,
like you
know?
want to get in a fight, though? Or is that just me?
Yeah.
No, that's just you, man. That's just you. What the fuck?
I'm not going to consider myself a violent
Fuck
person,
no.
but there are times where I'm like, I just want to blow out some steam. Like, maybe I should go get some gloves.
Fuck no.
I don't know.
Go
Like,
at it
I
with
feel like if you're
Fuck
out somewhere
fighting.
and like...
I fucking hate fighting.
You're a pussy.
Yeah, like
Fuck that.
you see somebody like doing something stupid or whatever, like...
Yeah, you just...
You're like, bro, somebody needs to shut this guy up.
Yeah,
like,
exactly.
Bro.
Like, you
That's
want to
true.
avoid the altercation, but you're just like, why isn't anyone doing something right now?
I wouldn't want to fight you, though. That's for sure.
I mean, he does kind of have, like, a good foot on us.
Bro, He fucking.
How tall are you, Reed?
Really
How tall are you?
I'm 6'5.5".
God damn.
6'7" on skates. Keep that in mind.
6'7"?
Sheesh.
Oh my lord.
6'7", 6'8"
Do you
on
ever
skates.
play basketball? Probably
That's
not.
the only sport I did not play.
Really?
You played everything else?
Yeah.
Wow.
I played, my first sport was soccer.
Is it
baseball?
Is it like common for hockey players to be tall, or is it just?
Yeah, so like the average height in the NHL right now is I think 6'1", 6'2".
Oh wow.
That's
So yeah, pretty tall.
But yeah, when I was traveling everywhere for camps and stuff and showcases, like I would just, get scouts and shit coming up to me after the skate and be like, yo, like we like your size, like we want to develop you, blah blah blah.
Oh, so it's a thing to look for heights.
Yeah.
What position did you play in hockey?
I played center.
Okay.
It's kind of like the quarterback.
Fucking
Not really.
I'm
There's
gonna
really
sound
no quarterback in hockey, but
I'm gonna sound so stupid. Like, how many players are in hockey?
so there's 5 on the ice. 5 on the ice for your team, 5 on the ice for their team.
Okay.
Well, 6 including
With the goalies, right?
Yeah.
Oh,
So there's a center, a right wing, a left wing, a right D, and a lefty.
Okay. So that's how you break it down.
It's always the. I don't even know what we're talking about this, but in every sport, there's always that one, like quarterback,
Yeah.
Even
Like
in
the
I
soccer.
was
center point.
never like the superstar guy when I got to that level. When I was younger, I would consider myself one of the better players, just because I caught on to hockey and skating so quick. It was so random. Like when I first started playing roller hockey, I picked up a pair of skates, didn't know how to skate rollerblade at all. And
You just picked it up.
the second week, I was the fastest kid out there. Like it just caught on to me.
I mean,
So-
sometimes when you're just good, you're meant to be good for something you are.
Yeah.
Even when you randomly pick it up. I know back in the day, I was like big on skateboarding, and there was this kid who was super scared to pick up a skateboard because he was terrified of falling. Dude is like basically a pro skater now.
Wow.
You know what I mean? Like
I
it's
never
insane.
skated either.
Yeah, like he.
A lot of people.
I mean,
ask
I
me that.
used to skate back in like 5th through 8th grade. Then I
Okay.
got.
So you're
I
younger.
kind of hurt myself and I stopped because I got really scared.
Yeah.
So that's why I can kind of snowboard because it's almost the same, like same balance and everything, same
Yeah.
feeling. Like I can get on a skateboard now and just ride, but I'm not gonna go out there doing kickflips or anything.
Yeah,
like,
exactly.
No, but this kid, like we were in 4th, 5th grade and he was like, nah, dude. Like I'm like, dude, hop on a board, and all my friends back then were like little skater kids, so. He's like, nah, I'm gonna fall. Like, if I break my arm, my mom's gonna yell at me. Like, how when you're a kid and you're Hispanic, if you hurt yourself, your parents just make it worse.
They
Like,
beat
they're
your
just
ass,
like,
bro.
they whoop you after that. They're like, you hurt yourself, well, let me hurt you more, kind of thing.
My mom was like, "Oh, let me give you ice."
Oh, no, not
There
for
you
us,
go.
bro. If we hurt ourselves, they'd be like, you're an idiot.
I was spoiled growing up.
You're like, come here, let me beat your ass.
Do you have siblings?
Yeah, so I have an older sister. She went to UNR. She graduated from UNR, and then I have a younger brother.
Okay. How old is your little brother?
9.
9.
Big gap there. Yeah,
Well,
it was my.
Well, how
he's
many
like my
years is
stepbrother.
that? Oh, same with me. I mean, my half brother he turns 15 tomorrow. Actually.
Oh, wow.
I'm 26, so 11 years.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
a pretty big gap. But yeah, dude, this dude was like, nah, I'm never gonna hop on a board. Never. As soon as he did, man, you just knew. Like the dude was
Legit?
yeah, he just could
Effortless?
ride the board so effortlessly. I was like, what the hell? Within a month, he was like kick flipping. I'm like, are you serious?
That's how
Like
it
we
was
were
for
over here
hockey,
struggling just to get kick flips down, and within a month, dude was having like the nicest pops. 6 months in, he could grind rails. Like it was ridiculous.
That's crazy.
I was like, you're meant to be a skater, bro. And I mean, now he's in my opinion, he does skateboarding for a living. So you
Yeah.
know what I mean. Like you're pretty much, you made it. You know.
Yeah.
I like
And
that tattoo,
so-
man.
The
Which
music.
one? This
You got
one?
the little music notes.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I got this one and then this one at the same time.
Let me see
We
that
should
one.
get like a little camera on our hands, bro.
these two.
Oh, Tahoe.
Oh,
Oh, the Tahoe one's dope.
Yeah, this was my very first tattoo.
And then the other one is like a
This
deserty
is a Friday
vibe.
13th tattoo.
Oh, the little like
Yeah.
what is it, $15 or something?
Yeah. Those are the ones I have though.
We should get like a little camera on ours,
I want to.
Yeah.
I want to get like a camera tattoo.
Do you have
Would
any?
you? You would?
I would.
Do you have any tattoos? No.
No.
I don't. No.
I wanted to get the aperture ring right here.
Man,
like that
bro,
opens.
you get it and like you hear everybody say it like after you get one, it really is like
Yeah. I mean, my girlfriend has like 7 mini
Wow.
tattoos. Like
Okay.
they're all smaller
Yeah,
ones.
yeah.
But she said after she got her first one, she's just
Well,
yeah.
you've seen Kyle's.
Oh, dude,
that
yeah, this
fool
dude
was
a whole
crazy.
sleeve. I was like, you're
Yeah,
insane.
I went to his first session and it was like 8 hours. And it was
Didn't you
in-
go down to like Vegas?
Yeah, it was in Vegas because the artist is in Vegas. He specializes in tribal.
Tribal.
And so it was me, Mike, and then our friend Lauren. And while he's getting his shit done. We went out and fucked around on the strip or whatever. We came back and he's laying there. He's like, bro, I am done. Like, this hurts so bad.
Well, I mean, the whole sleeve, bro.
Yeah, I mean,
I don't
it's
know
so
about
crazy. That guy, that artist, freehands that whole thing.
Wow.
Yeah.
He just.
Yeah.
That's crazy. See, I would get smaller ones, not anything big though. Like.
I don't know. I want to get a sleeve, but it's like, I don't know. Like, I don't know.
I used to want a sleeve when I was younger, but then, like, maybe I do, like, half.
I just don't want to, like... I just feel like there's so much planning that goes into it. Like, I don't want to roll in and be like, yo, I want a sleeve. Like...
Yeah.
It would have to
I mean, it's a big dedication, bro. Yeah. It's on your body for life.
Exactly, yeah.
You know?
Even with this, I came home and I was like, Mom, I got a hand tattoo. And she's like... She started crying. She's like, you getting tattoos now? And I'm like, oh, yeah.
Yeah. Your mom sounds cool, man.
Yeah. You're in the music business, man. Who cares?
I mean, like for us, if we got a camera, nobody would say anything because it's like you're photographers. Like,
I don't know if I get it though.
You wouldn't? I would just get something very small, bro. I wouldn't get like a whole ass camera right here or something.
You do it full. You do full time. Do you?
Yeah, I don't know.
Did you have my full time?
No, we started around the same time.
He's been shooting around the same time as I have.
But I still have my full time.
You know what's funny? Tomorrow's my 2-year full-time anniversary.
You know the day, huh?
Congrats. That's 17th. Crazy, bro.
It's on my brother's birthday. How
That's actually crazy.
I don't know. Maybe I could find out what day I actually started, because I feel like I posted like a profile picture right away.
See,
right after getting my camera,
I posted a photo on my Instagram the same day I got my first camera. So that's how I keep track of it.
Okay.
And it was October 29th, 2015.
That's insane.
That was the first time I went and bought an actual DSLR. And I took like a random little picture of downtown, and that was my first photo.
Well, you've always been like a Nikon guy, right?
No, Canon.
I swear you shot on Nikon for a little bit.
I shot Canon.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
Because me and Kyle used to make fun of you for shooting on Nikon,
dude.
Bro.
No, I've never used the Nikon in my life.
You're like, they're making fun of me for something.
Yeah, they were here clowning me for Nikon, and I've never held a Nikon in my hand. Besides when people.
I don't know cameras. It's not my like.
No, I was Canon basically until last year when I switched to Fujifilm, and that's been my thing now.
Fujifilm. Okay.
Nobody here does Fujifilm. It's kind of funny.
You see his voice is like, what a loser, Fujifilm.
Yeah, it's like Fujifilm.
I've never even heard. What is Fuji? That's just a film camera?
Well, you know, like these Polaroids?
Yeah.
Fujifilm makes their film.
Okay.
And Fujifilm's like a big... they're more of like a film company, but in the past 5 years, they've been dwelling into the digital camera. And it's basically shooting film, but on a digital camera. So that's why people like them a lot. It's good.
Organic and
film's becoming a lot bigger now. It's become bigger for the past 3 years. Like it came back. You know, everybody was like, "Yo, I want to shoot on film." So when you have a digital Fujifilm camera, you basically have a film camera, but it's digital. So you don't gotta go get film.
Yeah.
You can just do everything in camera. So it's just fun. You know, like it was a good. I shot on Canon for like 5 years. I'm like, I need to switch.
What about Sony?
I would only get Sony if I did video a lot.
Davey's a Sony guy.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
He went Canon to pure Sony now.
Davey's fucking crazy, bro.
I mean, he does a lot of Sony stuff.
Yeah, these are Sonys.
Davey's insane.
Yeah,
man.
He's nuts.
His videos.
I want to have him come in eventually too, for sure. We got to get Davey in here. Yeah. He'd come. I know he would.
You'd be a good guest.
Did you see that Nick and...
Luke started their 13th Hour company?
Dude, I saw that.
Luke started a company?
I saw that one video, man.
Him and Nick.
Did you see that one video? Did you see that one video?
The highlight reel?
Dude, fucking
so good.
insane.
Well, they've always been crazy.
Oh, they're crazy videographers. Well,
Luke's always been like a huge like nighttime photographer guy.
Yeah, I mean,
like,
when he
would just always looked up to his pictures.
When he just did photos, he was like definitely killing the nighttime game out here.
Dude,
then he slowly started getting into video with like Davey, like wedding stuff.
Yeah.
So then that led into him focusing, I think, more on video work. So now him and Nick made a production company, and they do like top end production, which is crazy.
You said you don't really have like a lot of producer friends, do you?
At least not here in town, maybe.
Not really any, honestly, man. Like,
because I mean, like with the photography stuff, once you start linking up with other photographers, then
there's a lot of photographers.
If they start getting better, then you naturally start getting better.
Well, yeah, I want to get into like the whole networking stuff, because I feel like for me personally, like by the end of this year, I'm trying to. Me and Kid Vika, the artist I work with, he also produces too. He's crazy talented kid, and he's getting really good. We want to move to like San Diego,
Like a bigger city.
Yeah, just because, I don't know, like, I got to think, like, okay, if I want to do this, like, for real, like, I love Reno, but it's just not really the spot. Like, it's not saturated with, like, music, right?
I was actually going to ask you, where do you want to take it? Like, let's say in 5 years, where do you want to go with this?
Give us the 5-year plan.
5-year goals, okay. I want to have a platinum plaque on my wall.
Oh, there you go.
A Grammy nomination, Grammy win. That'd be crazy.
There you go. This kid has goals, man.
I mean, yeah, it's good to dream big, man.
Hell yeah.
That's how you do it.
A placement this year, hopefully. So a placement is like you're on the charts, like Billboard.
Oh, okay. Like a Billboard top 100?
Top 200, yeah.
Gotcha.
A placement is like with a big artist. Mm-hmm. So like Russ or
just
anybody
a big artist.
Yeah. And then, yeah, those are like my
main ones.
goals, yeah. Just, I want plaques.
Those are some good goals, though, dude.
I want to go platinum. I want to have a platinum record.
I feel like as a producer, that's the ultimate goal, right? Go platinum.
Yeah. Well, and then even the shows that my buddy had that I went to, hearing my beat played on, like, a venue, like, size, like, speakers and sound is
that actually happened?
So crazy, man. It's so crazy. And it makes you want to just, like, keep going. Like,
well, the only other person in town that I know has been doing beats and producing for a really long time. His name's Joe. His Instagram is like DevWar.
Oh yeah.
I don't know if you've ever heard of him.
I've heard
He's a good homie of mine, but he's been producing music for like 10-something years.
He was doing like live shows too, no?
Yeah, so I was gonna bring that up to you because before Rona, he used to go to like beat battles.
Yeah, I heard there's a beat battle competition in Reno.
Yeah.
That my old job, one of my coworkers, he was a producer, and like I guess we're homies. So yeah, I do have some friends, but yeah, he's like, you need to start coming to these beat battles and stuff. And I was like 19 or 20 at the time, and I was like, yeah, how do I go? And he's like, are you 21? I'm like, no. And he's like, well, you can't get in because it's a bar. And I'm like,
it's a bar.
I was like, there's no way I can get in. Like I'll just play my beats. Like I don't want to get drinks or anything.
Yeah,
like,
it's like I just want to go for the music.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, Joe was going to those a lot before the Rona. And I mean, that might be someone you could talk to. I mean, this dude has a lot of experience. I'll send you his IG. He's really dope. He makes a lot. He's very hip hop oriented. You know what I mean? So you really like his stuff because dude's a straight hip hop head. You know what I mean? So it's like he kind of has that inspiration in his beats too. But yeah, he's been doing it for a long time. Basically since I've known the dude, and maybe before I even met him, he's been doing beats.
Well, I feel like you guys kind of both know. I mean, networking is just huge, huge. Because I mean, people think like, oh, I just sit at home and just make beats, but it's so much more than making beats, and it's so much more than just taking pictures. Like you have to go out and you have to get clients, and that's how you get those clients to tell other people.
The way that I see it is, if you want to make it your full-time job, it's more than just doing that.
Oh yeah,
you know what I mean.
I would go as far as saying, once you try to go really like you said, like full time. Yeah, it's almost like for us, photography takes like a second place, you know? Yeah. Because it almost comes like you're first, like your personality comes first, your networking skills come first, and then your photography follows.
The business side of it becomes the number one thing, but it's good to balance that out by shooting for yourself. Because once it's your job, you don't want to think of it as a job, because most of the time when you feel like you have to do something for work, you're not really excited to do it.
Like I've heard, it's different.
Like I've heard a lot of people.
But that just goes to show like how important the networking part is, you know.
So important. I feel like it's
everything.
30% talent,
it's everything,
and then 70% networking.
Bro, you can be the greatest producer in the world, and
if you have no connections,
you have no connections. Where are you gonna go?
All these big people say that I watch. It's like, man, you can sit in your room and make the craziest beats all you want,
but if you're not
fucking out there, like getting into studios and getting sessions with people,
it's gonna happen.
You just
get out there, man.
So that's what I'm saying. Like in Reno, like there's, it's not big
just not
here,
a big scene.
There's no studios. All the studios here are like home studios.
Yeah. Basically.
And I'm a guy where it's like with music, it's tough because I mean, I'll have an artist hit me up on Instagram and be like, yo, like, your shit's crazy, whatever, can I have some beats? I'll send them a pack, and they're like, yeah, like, this is crazy, I'm about to make some stuff, and then I don't hear from them for, like, 2 months, and I'm like, man, I get, like, you probably have other stuff going on, but, like, I'm here to work, like, if you want to work, like, I have other artists hit me back the next day with like 2 finished songs. It's like, and I'm a guy.
You can tell who's really in it to be in it.
Yeah. And I just like, I feel like nowadays I'm such a in-person person because if I'm making music in person with an artist in a studio, that relationship and the vibe or whatever is like so much stronger and better. So, you know, if I'm in my room making beats and I just email them to you, like it's just, you know, it's cool. I can still get a good song out of it, but if I'm right then and there in the studio with the artist,
this is different.
It's right then and there, and like that relationship's there. Plus, that artist probably has more artist friends with him, plus an engineer, with just more connections. So I just want to get out of here and kind of just go crazy,
expand more.
Yeah.
I mean, well, you look at his face. He looks passionate about it, you know.
Yeah, I'm very passionate about my music.
Well, I see him doing music every day. I've been seeing you post something music related for like 2 months every day.
I would say the longest break I've taken from making beats over the past 3 years is probably a week at most, and it's probably even shorter than that.
That's
but
cool.
Yeah.
I mean, that's the dedication you need, man.
You need it, man.
I mean, if you're starting out from the bottom or somewhere low, you have to push, like
grind
you have to go. Even when you make it, like you still have to
go. You can't just all of a sudden stop.
Yeah, it just sucks because music is kind of like not super big here. I mean, there's some dope artists here that I've tried to work with that it's hard to get in touch with them, you know, because everyone's busy.
It's just Reno has opportunities for certain things, but there's cities with better opportunities the way I see it. Yeah. Like, depending on what you do, don't think you have to stay here because there might be better opportunities somewhere else. Yeah. Like, I love Reno and I'm established here now, but if for some reason I got some sort of connection in, like, Oregon and they're like, you can do what you do in Reno, in a heartbeat, I'd, like, dip. Yeah. Like, in a heartbeat.
Well, yeah, Oregon's crazy.
Like, Oregon, Washington, I don't know about Cali. Like, I like California, but I don't. I just like very open, natural places. Like, I'd even go to, like, Montana, bro. Montana's beautiful. Yeah. Like, I would go
every music person, whatever, says L.A., L.A., and it's like, man, yeah, I would shoot it to L.A., but it's like, make it or break it.
There's like
kind of
San Diego, Seattle.
Yeah.
Like, things like that.
I mean, LA I just feel like it'd just be so crazy. I mean,
it's
I feel
so
like
crowded,
I could do it. I feel like I could do it and just try to stick my nose in the door or my foot in the door and just try to get in sessions and, you know, try to meet as many people as I could. But yeah, I think me and my homie, we want to go to like San Diego.
Let's go.
And just be a good spot. I mean, it's a lot bigger and more opportunity out there.
It's just more exposure. I'm just trying to meet more people where I'm at right now because I'm done just kind of sitting in my room making beats. Like, I want to start getting into studios. I want to start meeting new artists. I want to start meeting new engineers, like all these connections, because that's how you meet, like, these big people, like the Gunnas, the Young Thugs, like all these people. You have to start with people in their circle, people that they know. So if I'm in a studio with somebody that they know and, you know, I fuck with them, they fuck with me or whatever, then that will connect me to the next person, and then the next person, and eventually you can get to them.
A connection.
Or like he'll be like, "Yo, I fuck with this session tonight. Like tomorrow night,
come through or something.
Yeah, we got a crazy session. Like come through. Like your beats are crazy or whatever."
Right.
And that's what it takes. Like,
yeah, I mean,
you get to that point, it's like you can't be scared or uncomfortable. Like, you have to just go for it. Like
one of my favorite quotes is like, be comfortable being uncomfortable.
Yeah.
Just because like you gotta get. Dude, I should, huh?
I think like the best thing is
son. That'd be a good one, actually.
Stay yourself. Just be yourself. Be humble. Like.
Because for the longest time, my personality was like keeping me from networking with other people.
Yeah.
And like I said, I've been doing this forever.
Yeah.
But I was sucked for the longest time. Just because I didn't want to network and stuff. I still suck, but you know, we're out here. We're out here trying. Kidding. We have the podcast.
I'm playing.
Nah, I'm just. I'm glad that I realized, you know, and it seems like you know that you have to network and you have to do.
Well, I think your mindset now is very like, I'm after it.
Yeah,
which is tight.
Yeah, it's just.
I love to see that, man.
Even when I got my first job when I was 15, 16 or whatever, I just hated the fact that I had to work under somebody, man. Like I don't know. Like my whole life, I've just been like, man, I want to be my own boss. I don't want to have I don't want to have a boss, right? Like, and every job I've had, I wake up and I'm like, fuck. Like,
yeah. You just dread it.
It's not like this is not what I want to do. So it's like, if this is what I want to do, like I need to do it. Like you just gotta go. And I don't know. I think that's the fun part.
Let me tell you, bro, there's nothing more satisfying than having that mindset as a younger person.
Yeah.
And then when you finally get there, you're just like, holy shit.
And when you look at
I really did it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
When you look at the biggest artists, they had that same mentality.
Yeah.
You know?
I mean,
they were working
again,
2 jobs or something.
Yeah,
They're like, I can't do this, bro.
I've seen interviews and they're like, they say the same stuff that you're telling us right now, you know?
Yeah.
So it's just like, some people just have it in them, you know?
Yeah, I mean, I think, again, you got to start from somewhere, but I mean, if you have passion, you got to drive for what you're doing, like, eventually you'll get noticed. And and even like with sports, like if you have a football player that's been playing for his whole life or whatever, and he's so good, like he's not gonna go unnoticed. Like somebody eventually is gonna be like, this kid's raw.
That's what happens. Like, you know, high school football players or like anything like that.
No, we're good.
Is it good?
It's just like the
wave file. Was like fucked up.
He's like, did you stop?
The iPad, after a while, it doesn't give you like the
exact thing, right?
the waveform,
yeah.
like the thumbnail kind of thing, you know. But it's there. It always happens after like 40 minutes. But we're actually getting close to wrapping up.
Give us any plugins you want to plug in, bro.
I know. What's the SoundCloud? Is it the same as your name? My
SoundCloud is just capital L, lowercase e, capital Q, and then it's like I don't know. I just have a tie-dye picture. I just pick a tie-dye picture for each month. So for a different month, it's a different tie-dye picture. So whatever.
So it's just capital L-E-Q?
Yeah. Capital L, lowercase e, capital Q.
Oh, okay.
Right on.
Yeah. And then,
I'm going to look that
up. And then the YouTube too, right?
Yeah, YouTube, same thing. I think YouTube, it won't pop up if you type that, but if you type in LeQ Beats, it will pop up.
Oh, okay. Is that why the lowercase e? To make it be LeQ?
Yeah.
Because it kind of sounds like it.
Well, it's weird. My mom made it up like a long time ago. I was making like my first ever email or like Gmail or whatever. And I was like, Mom, like, what do I make my email? And she's like, make it Reed Lequerica. And I was like, Lequerica? I was like, that sounds kind of cool.
Lequerica.
And then when I was making like my first beats or whatever, and I was like, well, I need a producer name, but I don't want to be something stupid. I think my first name, what was my first name? I don't even remember, but I think I changed it to like Sicko Beats, and I'm like, nah, I don't want
something hella generic.
Yeah, I'm like, man, I don't want like something beats or like produced by. Like I want something cool. So I was like, LeQ. I was like, yeah. And then this is like the most random weird thing, but growing up, even when I was little, whenever somebody sneezed or something, I was the first one ever to say bless you. Like,
really?
Even with friends around or anything, like I'm the first one ever to say bless you. It's like weird. It's like this weird thing I have. I don't know. So like my tag is like bless you LeQ.
Oh,
yeah.
Okay.
So on Twitter and Instagram it's bless you LeQ.
Oh,
gotcha.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's funny you say that because, you know, when you're a kid, you make your like email, and it's kind of like you're a kid.
Something
make it,
random.
Right?
That's why I asked my mom.
I was still using that until like a year ago.
No, I made a new email like
I was doing business stuff related, like, you know, and I was still using the one I made like 10 years ago.
Well, mine was always just my name. Like all my emails have always just had my name or my last name, and like now it's just
Yahoo.
like like mine now it's just like FernandoMPhoto@gmail, and that's just every email I give to people and
I
stuff.
feel like I have so many emails.
But I have 3 right now.
Email.
I have 3. Yeah,
Man,
I have 2. I only have 2.
I think I have like 5.
Jesus.
I mean, I have like spam emails, like if I sign up for something.
Right.
I'm like, oh,
yeah, I don't
put it in here.
I signed up to those on my old one.
But my music one, I'm like, oh, it's just strictly music stuff.
Yeah, that makes sense.
And then I rebooted my beat website that I started. I started that like last year, and then I stopped because didn't get one sale, and I'm like, fuck. Like,
felt discouraged.
But yeah, now I've had so much growth, and I'm like,
it's time to pick it back up.
Yeah, so yeah, I have my own website. It's called BeatStars, BeatStars is like a huge platform for producers to sell beats, and artists just go on there
and sign up kind of thing.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, that's cool.
Well, that's cool, man. Thank you for coming on.
Yeah,
telling
bro.
us your story.
It's kind of
like I said,
this is a big change up from everything
this
we've
is
had.
our
well, I feel like
first...
have all these people been photographers?
Well, we've had photographers, videographers, one model. We had them, which I mean, they're multi-business owners, so they own a studio clothing brand, which I'm actually repping right now. Like a studio, like a creative space.
Okay.
And then Felicia, which is his wife, she started like a planting business where she makes like custom planters, and then you can just put your plants in there and stuff.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, so they have those 3 things going right now. But yeah, most other than that, it's just basically being photographers, videographers, model, and now music producer.
You're the first music producer.
Yeah, you broke the chain.
The first video, I mean, with Chef, and I was like, oh, like Nando's starting a podcast, and of course in my head I'm like, oh, another person starting a podcast.
Right.
But like, you guys are doing it legit.
But see, the thing
cool.
with our podcast though is we want people to know that just because me and him are photographers, you don't have to be a photographer.
Well, that's why I was like, hey man, like, I mean, I'm for creatives by creatives. Like,
that's creative, bro. You're a music producer.
And it's not really so much about us, we just kind of want to bring people on.
Yeah.
Whatever.
I've told people like who say, hey, I do this, so can I come in? I'm like, yeah, you're creative, come in.
Yeah,
and they're
bro,
like,
I'm gonna refer the artist I work with, Kid Vika. He's a super dope.
Yeah, anything like that, like come in. If you make anything, like if you paint,
we're
draw,
just kind of like
anything.
Artists.
Yeah, artists.
Yeah, we're just curious, We just wanna.
It's
meet
such
people.
a smart idea, though.
We just want to talk to people. That's it.
We want locals out here to like get out there, even if you're not super known, or if you are. Like, I'm sure there was people who watch our podcast that maybe didn't know Chef, even though he's really known. You know what I mean? It's not like everyone's always gonna know you, kind of thing. So.
Well, and then I feel like a lot of people that watch. I mean, there's a lot to learn from all these people. So.
Exactly.
Yeah. They all have guys too.
They all have great input, and
everyone has their own way of seeing things.
Yeah, it's not like somebody's gonna come on here and be like, "I'm the same exact person as Nando." Like, everything happened exactly.
A lot of these people here, they are actually very successful, and so I try to look at them and just kind of like take little tips from them and just kind of apply them to my own.
I like.
So it's not even okay. So it's not much about us, but it helps me so much, Just kind of talking to them.
Well, you guys can take a lot away from people.
The way I see it is, I like to analyze their mindset a lot from all our guests. It's like, so how do you feel about something like this? And then it changes your perspective.
Exactly.
Like maybe I should look at it. Like
I wasn't really. I didn't know what to expect when we started it.
Me neither.
It's kind of for fun, but it's been so worth it.
I mean, you guys got a sick setup, so.
And that's all thanks to him, man. That's his spot.
Yeah, thank you.
I always give him that credit. I will never take credit for this because he.
Do you guys have plans or anything for?
I mean, we actually were.
This idea is cool. I mean, I've seen other people do that, but that's cool. Polaroid. I like that. Yeah.
We wanted to start. I guess. I mean, I don't know how it would work for certain things, but like for photographers, is ask them for a print and just start hanging them up.
That'd be sick.
Like, or anything that you do,
That'd be sick.
Give us something to leave here as like a memoir.
You guys should look into like a neon LED sign.
Oh yeah, that'd be cool.
That would
there's a lot of things we can do with this setup, man.
I think
I'm just not good at like
about it, so.
I'm not really good at like decorating.
He's not the decoration person. Like I definitely was the one that chose the decor.
Well, I mean, the camera can only see what
from where you're at to where we're at to where here. But we do want to get more things up. This was something we from the beginning were like we should do that, and then.
Well, yeah, I mean, I remember your first episode. I think it was just this.
Yeah, just that little thing.
Yeah, I think it was.
Yeah,
just
then we got that.
It's definitely improved though.
Yeah,
it's improved.
We got the little plant. The multi mics. At first it was just 2 mics.
Yeah.
Got better lighting, so
it's just fun. We're trying to get
camera
more
angles. Like
we're trying to get more models in here too. So
yeah, more people who do. We want more people who don't think just because you're not a photographer or video person, like you can't come in.
Yeah.
Like that's what we're aiming for. It's like if you make anything or if you're any type of artist, like I already have someone in mind as far as like an artist to come in. Because Mike Lucido, he's just been painting like 8 years.
Mike Lucido?
Yeah. So now he owns like a kind of like a production company, I guess, like 88 Studios.
Yeah.
So they do like photo video work. But before that, dude made murals around town and like was just an artist for the longest time, like, you know.
That's crazy.
But I have people in mind who I'm like, they actually literally draw like every single day of their life. So it's like, come in and talk.
He was definitely refreshing to have you though.
Yeah,
you know,
yeah,
talk about
it's a big
music,
change up.
I can refer people too, honestly.
Yeah, that's why I was when you hit me up about coming, I'm like, dude, yeah, music producer, we don't have that.
I was like, man, I don't know, I just, you know, where I'm at now, I'm like, yeah, I want to go on a podcast. Like I've always wanted.
We want
to go
people
on a
to go check you out and stuff too. You know, like
hopefully people will. You know, will check out your stuff.
If people tune into my Twitch and you hear Reed's music, you'll know why.
Sure,
there you go. And then make sure you come back once you make it. You know.
Hey,
don't forget about us.
Hey, I won't forget about it.
Yeah, once you make it, don't
My
forget
first
about
ever
humble
podcast,
beginnings.
So,
I know. Yeah.
You're gonna be getting interviewed by like No Jumper, but come through.
There you go.
Imagine. I'll shout you guys out.
You're like, oh, there was this little podcast I did a couple years ago.
Nah, by that time it'll be a big podcast. Come on, because I mean,
There
what
you
other
go.
podcasts are there right now in Reno?
There's a few.
Are there?
Yeah,
I
mean,
don't even hear about any, honestly.
I think. I mean,
I feel like
there's like two that I follow aside from us.
I feel like you hear about this one because we have our own thing going on with the photography stuff.
Yeah,
and then we kind of, you know, push that to
people just kind of, from what
here.
I've heard in feedback, is they like to see the other creative people here. Like we don't just bring like completely random people. They're just people who are creative. So it shows people how many creatives there are in Reno. Or in the area.
There's a lot, man. Even
There's
like,
a lot.
man, like I don't even know half these people.
Yeah, I mean, there's a variety. Obviously, we have like girls and guys. We definitely get more girls because we've only had 3.
You get more girls?
No, we need to get more.
Oh.
Just to show people that, you know, girls are doing things out here too. Like
we
we don't want to just have it male oriented.
There's some girls out here that are killing it.
Yeah,
crazy.
Yeah, so that's the goal.
All right, man. Well, that wraps it up.
Yep. Thank you for coming, sir.
Out, man.
I appreciate you guys having me.
Dude, it was a good time. Man.
Yep, it was fun.
All right, everybody. Stay tuned for the next one. And you guys be good, okay?
You're so dumb.
Peace out.
Later.